Good evening and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Total Nonstop Racing League here at EchoPark Speedway, or Atlanta Motor Speedway. Joining me in the booth, as always, is Joe. I am Bob. And Joe, tonight's race is going to be an absolute blast. Super speedway racing on a 1.5 mile layout. This is going to be a good time.
Absolutely. It looks great out here. Oh, it's going to be a fun one.
That is for sure. The big things: do not speed on pit road. Watch for pit road speed entry. And of course, you got to watch out for the big one here at just about any super speedway race, but especially here at Atlanta with how small this racetrack can be. Out there right now on the track, plenty of other cars. They are doing the single car qualifying here at EchoPark Speedway. Jamar Dumas here on the racetrack, running the top line here for lap number 1, looking to pick up as much momentum as he can. Let's jump on board with the 28 machine and really get a good idea of how fast these cars are going here by themselves. And Joe, you see here only about 160, 170 miles an hour by themselves, but put these cars in the draft, they will be going upwards of 190, possibly even 200 if the right conditions are met.
That's going to be really interesting with qualifying, because it's really right now is how fast are you normally by yourself, but not how fast are you with the rest of the pack.
Yeah, for sure. And right there, Jamar Dumas, he falls down to about 17th at the time. Nazi Major fastest overall thus far with a 31.907. Matt Schlosser second. Philip Scott in third. Justin Malillo just finishing up his lap. Here's Brennan Bookwald through turns 3 and 4. And he backs it down. He may try to get another go at it. We'll see there. Mitchell Adams also wrapping up his run. Scott Leonard practicing getting on pit road. Very difficult pit road here at EchoPark Speedway, as pit road entry is just before the entry of turn 3 down on the back straightaway. As coming through, it's Jeff Price in the number 45 machine. He's going to cross the line. Adam Boislard puts up a 31.918. Ever so slightly slower than Munatsi Major, our pole sitter so far. Coming across the line, here's Bryce Hedgecock. He's going to cross the line, slowest thus far of the 32 cars who have entered, currently sitting P25. Shane Ewing pulling over to finish his lap. And here is Bryce Hedgecock. He's going to practice getting down on the pit road. Or maybe not. Looks like he's just going to pull over. So Hedgecock parks it. And now the only car out on the racetrack currently is the 32 of Shane Ewing. Just watching the Georgia sunset.
It's taking it in.
And you know what? I don't blame him. You get to hear that engine idle. Watch the sun slowly fall through the Georgia sky. Granted, the sun's behind him, so maybe sitting in the shade, just kind of enjoying life.
Yeah. Something tells me this is a pre-race real quick bathroom trip. as I've done this myself.
Oh yes. There's Will Ratcliffe as well out on the racetrack, currently sitting at the exit of pit road. But so far, Ratcliffe, the only driver also out there on the racetrack. As just like that, qualifying has finished up. They are switching over and doing a bit of a warm-up session here just a quick 5-minute warm-up session. So now this will be a good opportunity for these cars to go out, see exactly where their pit box is going to be. And Joe, this is going to be a good opportunity, especially, you know, if you're coming down pit road under green flag conditions, you have a long entry through 3 and 4 on the flat. Then you say, okay, well, I qualified 13th, so my pit box is somewhere in the middle of pit road, but you don't exactly know where it is. So it's a great opportunity for you to be able to come down pit road, practice hitting your marks, getting into the box, and knowing, okay, this is the pit stall that I'm going to be doing, you know, when this race kicks off.
Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. Like you said, it's a very rough pit entry, and knowing where your pit box is just gives you a little bit of just a little bit more comfort.
That is for sure. As we see a couple of drivers doing a little bit of practice. Our pole sitter, Minazzi Major, there with the 35 of Robert Tripp. And oh, Tripp hard into the inside wall. Beautiful camera work there with the sunset and everything. Tonight's race is the AEW Fight for the Fallen 170 here at EchoPark Speedway. Keep wanting to call it Auto Club Speedway, and that is not the case.
It makes sense.
These two drivers side by side, Major and House. Shane Ewing goes to P2. The rolling ticker across the top of your screen, just taking a peek at the drivers and how much time is left here.
Maybe if we get it out now, nothing will happen during the race. Ace House, Ace House, Ace House, Ace House, Ace House.
Ace House is having himself a fantastic practice session right now. He has survived turn 1. That is, I feel like we've broken the curse. So a little less than a minute, or a little over a minute left before getting into the race session. The weather currently 81 degrees with a 7-mile-an-hour northeasterly wind. Pretty humid as well. But as the sun goes down, the track temp is going to get cooler. Which means there's going to be plenty more grip. So we'll see. We may even see a little bit of tire wear and tire strategy coming into play here tonight.
Hey, I never know. Might as well ask me to do calculus live.
I mean, pit stop math is basically calculus at this point.
Yep,
As 62 Ray Payne coming down pit road here, practicing that pit road entry, and there's a real fine line. You could always try to Tokyo drift your way through 3 and 4, but that is not going to make the tires happy, and you have to get down to pit road speed right there. 45-mile-an-hour pit road speed.
Yeah, if you want to see what not to do while pitting, just go a minute or two back to Munatasi Major. That's exactly how not to enter the pits.
Certainly not the case. as Major drives it into the inside wall. As we're back live here, and well, that'll do it for the warm-up session. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's race. It's the AEW's Fight for the Fallen 170 here at EchoPark Speedway. On the pole with a lap time of 31.907 is Munatsi Major. Beautiful looking Sprite paint scheme. He just won the Speed Cup Series race this past Thursday here at EchoPark, so certainly looking to double up here in TNR tonight. Second on his outside, Adam Boislard, who was part of that incredible three-wide finish last Monday evening here on TNR between he, Schlosser, and Philip Scott. And well, those other two drivers are row number 2, Matt Schlosser and Philip Scott. In row number 3, we have Justin Melillo and Shane Ewing, with Ryan Shelton and Brandon Buchwald in row number 4. Row number 5, we see Steve Bivacqua with Mitchell Adams, Josiah Vincent, and Quentin Silva making up row number 6. Row number 7, we see Matt Allen with Jeff Price, Ethan Anberg, and Ace House in row number 8. Row number 9 is Austin Wingard and Scott Leonard, with row 10 being Martin Plute and Joey Barrett. Row 11 is Christopher Darling with Corey Hutchinson, Jamar Dumas, and Ray Payne in row number 12. In rolling off in row 13 is Bryce Hedgecock alongside Jeff Dillon on his outside. Then Nick Simpson with Stan Hausman in row 14. Row 15 is Tim Branson with Jason Shue, Robert Tripp, Johnny Williams in row number 16. And row number 17, 34 drivers here tonight at EchoPark Speedway will be William Ratcliffe and Adam Stewart. Well, Joe, the field rolling their way through the racetrack, getting themselves set up. Lights on the pace car are off. 115 laps here. This is going to be an absolute blast. You are going to be along for one heck of a ride as the pace car pulls off the field in the command of Munatsi Major. Green flag is in the air, and we're racing here at EchoPark Speedway. As we see a couple of cars getting a little squirrely towards the back of the pack, but we are still rolling as the cars get up to speed. Side by side through lap number 1. Major and Boislard on the front row. Good pushes coming from both Scott and Schlosser. Starting to show a distinct break between the top ballpark, maybe 20 drivers. Maybe 20 to 24 drivers.
Yeah, it's like 24 to 32 of separated.
And even then, I was going to say, even then, now that we've said that, looks like the top 13 are broken away. Then there's another group of 12 or 13. And then a third group of 12 or 13 a little bit later on down the road. side by side, still at the front of the pack. On board here with the 53 of Justin Malillo. And you just listen and just kind of feathering the throttle, not exactly full, not exactly full throttle. Just kind of riding at this point. On board here this time with Chris Darling. Looking back at the 62 of Ray Payne, these guys in the second group, it's kind of evened out, single file, just kind of cruising right now. But in front of them, Martin Plutt seeing a big old gaggle of cars just in front of him. That's Jeff Price in the 45, Austin Wingard in the 41, and then everyone else and their cousins side by side up at the front. Oh, Shane Ewing with a little bit of a wiggle there. Able to keep it straight in front of the 96 of Buchwald. Big block from Buchwald in front of the 47 of Ace House. Right now, that inside lane still kind of carrying a little bit more momentum. A little better formed up. House thinks about jumping in front of the 49 of Mitchell Adams, not quite able to do so. Next race is the AEW Fight for the Fallen 170. So far, 10 laps into this race, everyone just kind of minding their own business, letting everything lay out the way they want it to.
It looks like 29 of Williams had some issues at the start, went into the pits, and came back out, and now looks like the leaders are about to meet him. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, let's take a look there. You see Johnny Williams just in front there. And I mean, right now we're on board with Adam Boyslard. And the speed he's running, 175 miles an hour. And this is just kind of fuel conservation, just running maybe three-quarter throttle, half throttle, just trying to save as much fuel as he can. He's leading, so he's going to be definitely burning the most. But it's all about just saving fuel and kind of riding until you have to. And then once everyone's good to go, you just get the green light and you race.
I wonder what pit strategies these guys are going to have tonight.
I feel like green flag pit stops will be kind of a rare sight here. I think when guys do get ready to pit, things might start getting a little more hectic. Someone very well could spin. Someone stuck in the top lane wanting to get down low, someone getting on and hustling a little too hard on pit road entry, etc., etc. That very well could bring out a yellow. So I really think, green flag pit stops may not necessarily be on the menu tonight, but we've seen crazier things happen. We've seen fully green super speedway races.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always a good thing at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Chaos
right
gremlin in me.
yeah. So right now, the top 15 drivers have all broken away. There's a second pack here with the 46, 42, and 36 of Matt Allen, Steve Vacqua, and Quentin Sylvia. Then we got Jeff Price with Joey Barrett in their own little pack. Corey Hutchinson and Scott Leonard with Ray Payne in their own little pack. And then a little further back is this last section here with Adam Stewart, Jeff Dillon, Bryce Hedgecock, William Ratcliffe, Jamar Dumas, Nick Simpson, Stan Hausman, Robert Tripp as well, with Tim Berenson and Jason Shue rounding out the field. See Johnny Williams back there. Williams about 4 laps down currently. But up front, Matt Schlosser gains the lead. He's got a big push coming from Shane Ewing behind him.
Oop.
Oh, big trouble. Major's involved. Ace House is involved. Oh, the 49 of Mitchell Adams. And watch out, more cars coming through.
Amber threaded that needle.
Just looked like a bit of a strange push there. Oh, Martin Plute, heavy damage. The 49 of Mitchell Adams just kind of rolling backwards there, you see on this out in the back.
Yeah, it's, you know.
There's Adams just having to wait for traffic to roll around. Major on pit road with some very heavy damage.
I feel like Plute got hit last week too with some heavy damage and I believe an exploded engine.
Yeah, he very roughly smacked the inside wall, and the car did not appreciate that too much. Well, let's take a look at everything that happened. And it kind of started a little bit further back here. As we take a look at this little gaggle, there's Philip Scott already sideways. And in slow motion, Philip Scott already got a piece of it. The 82 was slowed down. Malillo into it, Ace House there. Ryan Shelton just nowhere to go. And with this hole closed up, it looked like the 49 was able to get through it. But then Martin Plute slides down, gets into the 2.
Oh.
And that's where Mitchell Adams gets a piece of it. But Ethan Amberg, I think he might have survived that one.
Yeah.
That's not Ethan.
Yeah,
Amberg.
Amberg did thread the needle. He did make it through.
Just a bunch of chaos. Let's take a look at that one more time. But we'll go on board this time with Ethan Amberg. 99 sideways, 14 avoiding. Whoa. Oh, boy. Wow.
Yeah,
absolutely crazy.
That is full clench.
Definitely going to need a new fire suit after that one.
Which is impressive to do that and then also still use the brake and gas pedals.
Yes.
It uses muscles you didn't know you had.
Yeah. Turns out you need to be a horse and have like 4 separate legs just to not be in a wreck. Jason Shue, Hedgecock. Sylvia as well in there. Major getting some more damage repaired as well. So that certainly changes things up.
Yeah, that well, besides re-racking them all and getting them nice and close together, that did change the front significantly.
Quite a bit. You have some guys who are just kind of hanging out in the back, like Jamar Dumas, Adam Stewart there, the 19 to Scott Leonard. All of them now moving up within the top 15. Philip Scott, although he was sideways, he saved it somehow.
Yeah, I think he was down in the skirt. So that kind of saved from all the cars being down there.
That is for sure. As the pace car pulls off, field earned the command of Matt Schlosser. Green flag is in the air. And we're back rolling, except, oh man, the 95 William Ratcliffe did not get a good start. That's going to have the 35 and the 28 jump 3 wide around him. Matt Allen there behind him as well. That is a green car there right near Jason Shu. I believe that's... Who is it? That's Nick Simpson who got a piece of it.
Love to. It's fine. It's take a paint, leave a paint.
Yeah, just a little, you know, it's trading paint.
That's what the name is for.
Yeah, obviously. This pack of cars here shrunk down a little bit. Looks like it's roughly the top 10, top 11 in this first pack. Second pack currently led by Stan Hausman, alongside Tim Branson with Robert Tripp, Jamar Dumas, and company all behind. Recently just finished running the 24 Hours of Spa with Jamar and Nick. Had ourselves a pretty good run, all things considered.
Not as relaxing as the name would sound.
No, it is definitely not a day at the spa. Dumas with a big run. Oh, Hutchinson cuts off the front of the 46 of Matt Allen. He had to let off and save it. That was one of those Hutchinson had to get down. And he had a gap, and if gap, then car. Tripp catches the outside wall. On board here with the two of Josiah Vincent. Meanwhile, this bit of a hornet's nest up front. On board with the 49 of Mitchell Adams. And here's Philip Scott putting some pressure here on the 400 of Schlosser. Gets a little bit of air, ducks his nose back down underneath the 400. It looks like the 41 of Austin Wingard is on pit road, Joe.
Hmm.
A couple other guys, too, on pit road. Martin Plute getting a bunch of damage fixed. Shane Ewing as well as Minazzi Major. A tough break for Major.
Yeah.
Started on the pole. And unfortunately, an early evening ended for him. As we say that, Philip Scott jumps to the point. There's a 54, Ryan Shelton trying to hold Ethan Amberg back. He got a big run. He's able to get around the 14. Now he's got to set his sights set on Schlosser.
Looks like Shu actually had a pretty big accident. Surprised the yellow didn't get flagged.
Yeah, let's take a look to see what happened with the 3. Little touch there with Nick Simpson. He catches the wall. Also catches another driver there. That Molden and Sylvia. That was. But somehow we stay green. Jeremy Hute saying, I bet Stan's pretty happy I'm not in the race aggressively trying to push him to the front and create the big one like I did Thursday night. Well, you certainly missed the big one here so far. Bunch of cars either damaged or off the pace there. Oh, the 19 of Scott Leonard grabs the outside wall. He's going to start falling back quite a bit. He just got a little too hot coming through 1 and 2, and into the wall he went. So Ryan Shelton, your leader. Philip Scott, Matt Schlosser, your top 3. And Joe, we did say Ace House was having himself a good practice session, and unfortunately Ace was involved in the wreck.
He in all directions. He was crunched.
So needless to say, we can never talk about Ace House ever again.
Yeah.
Ace, I feel like those are the rules.
It's 100% on my bad. Really thought if we just got it all out.
Right? You would think, all right, cool. We'll get it out of our system. Ace is having a great race. A great practice session. Oh, trouble. The 400 of Schlosser. Ooh. Hard to the inside wall. Comes back across the track.
I don't think. Ooh.
Vincent catches him.
Insult to injury.
And the yellow flag is going to come out here. Tough break. What happened there? Let's back this one up just a little bit. So the 54 is getting a good push from the 14. Out of 4, the 1454 hook up right there. Good push. Lifted him up just a little bit. Unfortunately, the 400 had nowhere to go. Slams the inside wall. Tries to get it back down. Comes back across the track. Unfortunately, the 2 was there.
Just right into his front. I mean, if that driver wheel wasn't already messed up.
31 into it. The 53 there as well.
Yeah, that's a jump to the pit means that tire's not moving anymore.
Take another look here, this time with the 31 of Corey Hutchinson. And this is just one of those. So you see that happening in front, you're like, okay, no yellow, so I got to keep going. And then all of a sudden,
Nope.
And the dreaded pop of the engine.
Yeah. That wouldn't happen if he was driving an actual Briggs and Stratton.
Certainly not. Those things are absolute tanks.
It's the Twinkie of engines.
My 27 plus year old Briggs and Stratton engine still works for me.
That's what I'm saying. It's you oil optional.
Jeremy,
Yeah, I know.
Jeremy Canute in the chat says, you didn't mention he who must but not be named, did you?
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, we did. And Ace House says, my session is done before it even begins. Ace, you can write all complaints to tabletoptriopodcast@gmail.com. Attention to Joe.
My bad. I really thought if we got it out early, we would have been good.
Alas, may not be the case.
Maybe we just have to go with like a pseudonym or something. You know, like maybe it's like a surname or maybe just something else. You know, maybe like ghost address your name for us.
I mean, we could just say the 47 car.
I feel like that's too much. I feel like
We'll have to workshop some ideas here. Shin Yun-sin, beer's cold. F these guys.
I didn't see anything in the rules that said you can't do both. Probably not recommended if you have like a direct drive wheel, but like, you know, if you've got like one of those old wheels like I do,
Yeah,
you only need one hand.
That'll be fine.
Yeah. One hand, all you need.
Field getting ready to come back green. In the chat, Ace House says, no one's to blame other than my dad for naming me Ace. It's a curse. The name doesn't ever give me any luck. Though I'm sure it is a phenomenal poker name.
Yeah.
So front row, Ethan Amberg, Jamar Dumas. Second row is Ryan Shelton, Philip Scott. Matt Allen, Chris Darling, row number 3. Adam Boisler, Mitchell Adams, row 4. Joey Barrett, Adam Stewart, rounding out the top 10 as the pace car pulls off. And we're going to go back green. Lap 37 out of 115. A great start for the 14. As Jamar Dumas just could not get rolling.
You know who I am shocked is still in here after Jason Chu. Still out on the field.
Yeah, Chu's still out. Did have some pretty hard contact there. He's back in 25th. 5 laps down, but still out and rolling.
Yeah, I wonder how happy his car is. I guess we'll find out.
I'm sure it's not in a great place at this point.
I can't imagine it is. Any lap is a good lap.
True that. Ethan Amberg, your leader, is trying to fight off the hard-charging Ryan Shelton with Philip Scott on his outside. 2 cautions so far, 6 lead changes. Here comes Shelton back to P1, make that 7 lead changes.
Ooh.
As, Philip Scott gets a little bump off of the 06 of Boisler. He's able to keep it straight. And he'll continue, but he takes the express elevator to the basement.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here at what happened to that 99 machine. Because, man, that was a incredible save.
Yeah. Such a tiny bump, but I mean, that's all it takes, right?
Yeah, just one pretty badly placed tap, and that could be the end of your day. Right there, it goes in the corner, and right there, a little tap.
Did I hear that correctly? All the way down to first?
I don't know if it was down to first, but definitely down to third gear. That might have been one of those. All right, I got it saved. I think we're back to normal. Time to roll it away. So now Boisler all over the back bumper of Ryan Shelton. Matt Allen, Joey Barrett there. Chris Darling, Mitchell Adams with Adam Stewart in the mix too. Currently wearing one of my Welts clothing shirts. Get yours today at weltsclothing.com.
Oh,
you got some stuff. You got some great stuff there in your shipment.
I did. I got 3 shirts. I love them. Got the race ones. Got a couple tank tops. Super comfy. Love them. Just really nice. They fit good. My wife said they look good. We take those.
There's Justin Malillo. A bunch of damage on his number 53 machine, caught up in the first and the second incident.
Oh, yeah, he did not have a bumper. Back bumper. Front was still there.
And I just heard a dreaded engine pop. I think that might have been the 53 Malillo.
Uh-oh. Well.
So a tough break for that 53 car. Ace House in the chat saying the team name should be called Wrong Place, Wrong Time Racing. He and Jeremy Canute would be the team members. This here little battle for P4 between Joey Barrett and Ethan Hamburg. And if you look, Joe, it started off chaotic. Everyone's side by side fighting for the lead. And now everyone's just kind of said, you know what? That got a little too crazy. Let's hang out. Let's go side by side. Or let's go single file, rather. And so far, so good.
My bad.
On board here with Adam Stewart. He's side by side with Chris Darling. Now as we look back from the back roof of Ethan Hamburg. A little bit further back on board here with Brendan Buchwald in 10th.
Oh. Well, there ends the battle with those two, as Welts gave him a love tap.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Both Stewart and Darling were side by side. Out of 2, both able to keep it together. I believe it should be coming here out of 4. All right, there, a little bit of a tap, and Chris Darling goes for an adventure. Yeah. Somehow he keeps it straight and on the track.
I think that lawn really puts in the work with these guys. It's been every race where that lawn has saved somebody.
Shoes Lawn Care, putting in work. title sponsor.
Shouts out for the pre-game mowing. Whatever length that grass is, very effective.
Look at this battle here. This is from about 8th on back. Mitchell Adams in there. Ethan Amberg is in there. Doctor. Everyone there in the center little pack. So it looks like the top 11 will count Jamar in there. The top 12 all broken away. And you can kind of see the little packs of cars that have formed all throughout this race. You got the top 12 in this group here. Then you have 13, 14, 15, and 16 with Darling, Branson, Hausman, and Austin Wingard, who's a couple of laps down. And then this third group with Philip Scott and Nick Simpson. Robert Tripp just a little bit further back behind him.
Whoa.
And trouble. Jamar Dumas and Steve Bevacqua. Whoa! Get into it. And we're seeing caution number 3 of the night.
I'm sure Philip Scott's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, definitely a blessing for him. But let's see what happened. Dumas side by side with Chris Darling and Steve Bevacqua there, and both of them just a little bit of contact. And it's so easy to do that there. Coming out of turn 2, it gets real tight.
I wonder how much damage Dumas is going to have on that one, because that looked like it crunched him real good right in that driver door.
Yeah, looking here, maybe a little bit of left rear damage. But it looks like the wing and everything is okay. But that was a really hard and a weird spot to hit, too.
Yeah, it was between the wheels, so you hope everything's going to be fine, but, like, I don't know how iRacing does it with, like, frame bending and just stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. In the chat, Jeremy Canute says, Jamar is welcome to join Wrong Place, Wrong Time Racing.
Yeah, at this point, this is a recruitment race for these guys.
Yeah. So Adam Boisler, Ryan Shelton, everyone down onto pit road. Here's Philip Scott into the box. Let's take a look at the race off of pit road. That's Brennan Buchwald is going to win it. Joey Barrett is there. Tim Branson. Philip Scott just narrowly beating out the 54 Shelton. And then everyone else. The only driver who did not pit this time is this guy right here, the 4 of Adam Stewart.
I guess he's hedging his bets that there's going to be another yellow before he needs fuel or tires.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're on lap 54, so just before halfway. And it's one of those, all right, we didn't really run too many laps between the second and third caution. You just pitted on lap 35, 20 laps onto it. It's a super speedway. Tires aren't as important. It's a good idea to go out there and just kind of see what you can do.
Yeah. I wonder how Scott pulled getting so fast into the pits. I wonder if he just took less fuel, or because he was in 17th.
Yeah, looking at the pit road timing. He was on pit road for, yeah, it looks like he took fuel only. 7 seconds in the box. So it looks like fuel only for the 99. Bookwald also 7 seconds, 7 for Branson. So a lot of guys just took fuel only.
That makes sense.
And that's kind of how Phillip was able to gain all of those spots on entry.
Yeah, I mean, so did Branson. Branson's sitting at
Yeah. I mean, right now, Adam Stewart plus 32 from where he started the race.
Yeah.
Started second to last on the field.
What's the name of that song?
Couldn't tell you.
Literally just is the name of the song. It's a Drake song. Sorry, from the bottom. Shows you how much I listen to Drake.
Right. Pace car pulls off field in the command of the 4 of Adam Stewart. Green flag is out and we're back rolling. Bookwald gets a good jump.
It's like that bottom lane is having a lot more luck than the top.
Yeah, and I think, you know, some drivers are going to notice this. Oh, Adam Boisler goes for a ride.
Oh!
Huge hit there. Oh, Jason Shue involved as well.
I'm going to formally put out a request for Jason Shue. For the wrong place, wrong time racing. That's 2 or 3 tonight that he's been tagged in.
So a tough break there. Let's take a look what happened to the 36. We'll just chain reaction and then,
He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and that hole just closed up and,
Well, at that point,
yeah, and you wouldn't even expect that to happen because this is one of those tracks that it's self-cleaning. So when we say self-cleaning, if we pause it right here, the 6, you see his tires are locked up. You would almost think that, he would be able to get it wound up, but obviously that's not going to happen. They're going 100 and some odd miles an hour.
Yeah.
And just, nothing he could have done there. Take one more look now, this time from Scott Leonard.
Yeah, see, he thought he was safe too. Like, I'm good. I'm going to go bottom. We're good. We're going to avoid it. And then you get hit like a pinball.
Nothing that he could have done there.
Yeah. On the upside, it looked like it was the middle of his car. Didn't look like it tagged a tire, but I guess we'll find out.
Oh, it was all just a little bit of an accordion checkup. Boisler definitely got the worst of it there.
In the chat, can you screw it? All of TNR is invited.
Ace House says the pace car could actually win tonight.
Maybe it's because none of the cars have headlights.
You know what? I think that could be it.
Lawrence Smith. Pace car has headlights.
Lauren Smith in the chat cheering on Q. That would be Quentin Sylvia, which, if I'm pronouncing Quentin's name wrong, please let me know the proper pronunciation. Sylvia got a little piece of that last incident. Currently sitting P20. Great looking race car, though.
Great Gold Rangers theme, but I like it.
So field getting ready to roll back together.
We're down to 17-ish.
Yeah, on the lead lap. Looks like 17 cars. Adam Boisler, the first car, one lap behind. Steve Vivacqua down still on pit road.
I'm shocked he's still driving. Boislert, that is.
Johnny Wyatt said, Sylvia, just like the car, Sylvia. Gotcha.
Good job, Bob.
Proud of myself. Pace car pulls off. Joey Barrett, Brendan Buchwald, the front row. Outside line again. Doesn't get that great of a start. And I think if you're leading later on in the race, you're going to want to keep that in the back of your mind.
Just that top just does not get great starts.
46, Matt Allen gets a good move down to the inside in front of the 92 of Tim Branson. Branson, the sponsor of tonight's race. It's the AEW Fight for the Fallen 170 here at Atlanta.
Definitely has been a fight. I don't think we've ever had a more aptly named sponsor to a race.
Right. And there are certainly cars that have fallen back pretty hard in this too.
Jeez. Speaking of, though, one of the only cars that started up on the top and is still up at the top is Scott.
Yeah, and even then he's had his issues sliding a couple of times, narrowly avoiding the first big wreck, narrowly avoiding another big wreck later on, just kind of drifting through the corner. He's certainly had a quite the adventurous run tonight so far. This inside line really grouped up well together. 99-26 used to racing together, both through TNR, through Speed, through NSRA, and a bunch of other different leagues that both Chris Starling and Philip Scott have raced in. Outside line trying to get something going. Ethan Amber getting a push from the 4 of Adam Stewart. They're just not quite able to get linked up. Stan Hausman there as well. Shelton all over the back bumper of the 46 of Matt Allen there too. Buchwald up front goes down the block. Philip Scott thought about going to the top side, didn't have any help, so he stuck it down low. Starting to get racy here, 66 laps into this. "49 laps remaining here at Atlanta."
Looks like Shelton moved up to the top. He's going to try to give a push on that top lane.
Yeah, and Shelton just kind of sitting there saying, all right, boys, go for it. Let's go. Come on. Let's go up front. Hausman joins the mix as well. And, you know, Joe, you and I have noticed this for a few seasons now, but Adam Stewart always up front during these super speedway style races.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always.
And he really does show his aggressiveness, his willing to, put the car and put other cars in bad spots and say, all right, you're going to have to lift and let me go or we're all going to wreck.
Man,
and he does
my
a
own heart.
phenomenal job of doing that too. And his finishes show for it. He's always running up front, always getting close to victory lane each race.
Oh, here we go.
Side by side out of turn 4. Ethan Amberg looks to lead that lap. He does, and he's got some help from Adam Stewart and Ryan Shelton. Amberg to the point. He drops down in front of Brookwall. And now is Adam Stewart going to stick with him? He does. He's got some pushing help. Now Amberg going to have to manage both lines. He gets up in front of the 4. He's going to get pushed by Stewart. And does Amberg drop down in front of the 96? No, he does not. At least not yet. Jeremy Hewitt in the chat said the top line can get going with the right pushes, and so far they've got that going for them. Side by side, here comes the inside line now. Some really cool looking race cars out there here at EchoPark Speedway.
Yeah, we love to see it. Also, I'm all for John Deere again. They lost their lawsuit, and everyone is happy.
Good old right to repair.
We're back, baby.
Speaking of being back at the front, Ryan Shelton pushing Adam Stewart and Ethan Amberg. And now Shelton says, all right, boys, my turn. Huge run coming. He's going to get alongside the 4 of Stewart. Little tap of the wall, but he's okay. And he's got Stan Hausman on his outside.
It's wild that Sheldon is moving so quick. If you actually zoom in, his driver's side door is all sorts of dented.
Yeah, he's got quite a bit of damage that he suffered from earlier, but I guess it's so dented it actually kind of helps him aerodynamically.
Right, like a golf ball or something.
This pack coming up on Sivakwa again.
Yeah, I mean, good on him for being out there. That thing has taken damage.
Yeah, and I mean, look, we're so early in the season. Every single point counts. If someone were to drop out right now, he'd be able to pass that, pass whoever it is if there was a big wreck.
Yeah.
But, man, that is just torture having to ride around in a slow, broken car while everyone else drives around you having fun.
Yeah.
Like that SpongeBob meme of Squidward inside watching SpongeBob and Patrick frolic outside. It's basically what it's like. Definitely more past halfway now. Amberg and Shelton trading passes. trading the lead. Chris Darling trying to get something going a little bit further back. He's got Joey Barrett on his tail.
Back and forth in the front.
Yeah, everyone's side by side. Not a whole lot of room for maneuverability. Tim Branson there is in 12th. The top 12 drivers have all kind of separated. Then we have to go 5 seconds back to Robert Tripp, who's got Bryce Hedgecock with him. And then another 8 seconds back to Nick Simpson, Gerald Dennis, and Quentin Sylvia. There's Jamar Dumas. About to get put one.
That could have been bad.
Big wiggle
Tapped
there.
that wall. Tapped the wall and he almost took out Hausman, but good recover.
Field working their way around the 28 of Jamar Dumas. Everyone able to stay put. And a smart move there by Jamar Dumas. He's going to join his front pack. He is the first car one lap down. So should a yellow come out, he will be the lucky dog recipient.
Yeah, I wonder, he has 8. I wonder if he's going to be able to hold up pace.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where typically if you have a bunch of damage and you stay in the draft, you're usually okay-ish. But I think if he's so damaged like he is there, he may not be able to hang on for long, and he's already fallen back quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm shocked he still has a front bumper. I think it's attached by hopes and dreams.
At this point, yeah, probably. Matt Allen, new player, joining the party. Allen P2 on the outside line. So this front pack just very content with hanging out, letting the laps tick off, giving plenty of space to one another. No one's really having any, accordion moments or anything like that.
See if Scott is saving And that's why he's just chilling in the back over there, or if he just isn't quite keeping pace.
I think it's definitely a matter of saving. I mean, we're now looking at this. We have 30 laps to go.
Yeah.
So I think at this point, you're just kind of you're riding, you're saving, you're just kind of biding your time. And Shelton jumps up in front of him, but that's going to open the door for Adam Stewart trying to get in. A little bit of a side draft there attempted. Now these smaller packs. Oh, Matt Allen gets loose off the front bumper, the 28, or pardon me, the 26.
That is not the first time, so they got to keep an eye on him for the rest of this race.
And that just could have been, you know, got in a little too much. The tires might be a little worn. They all pit on lap 54. So 30 laps on the tires. Oh, Adam Stewart in the wall. Huge wreck.
Ooh. Yeah, this one's all on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't say. It's nothing.
So let's take a look at what happened there. So the 46 and the 4 side by side, and 46 just kind of came down, caught into the 4, and everyone along for the ride.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Scott is very lucky on this one. I think he kind of just drove in same speed with the damage.
Yeah, so right there, big lift. He gets in the back of the 26 a couple of times. Another little hit there. So he's definitely got some damage, but not a whole lot.
At this point, I think we could pick out by hand who hasn't had damage.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm not really sure if there's anybody who doesn't have damage.
Yeah, everyone's had at least one little chunk of uh-oh time. And now we'll see everyone comes down pit road. Jeremy Knut in the chat says, not my fault, Stan.
Yeah.
So Shelton is in, Philip Scott is in. Everyone on pit road, everyone on the lead lap has ducked down. Jamar Dumas, the lucky dog. Philip Scott taking 4 tires. So he is going to lose a little bit of track position. But so far, damage looks pretty clean there on that 99.
Yeah. Well, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't take tires last time, right?
I do not believe he did, yeah.
Yeah, that's how he jumped up position, so it makes sense. Definitely needs him.
That's for sure. So Ryan Shelton will be our leader.
I love when my iRacing thinks that the pace car is the most likely to crash.
Pace car probably drifting through the corner.
Gotta keep it interesting. I would never be able to drive the pace car. I don't think I don't think that job is for people with ADHD. I really don't.
Definitely not. And I gotta say, I think it is pretty wild to watch the drivers mess with whatever celebrity is driving the pace car to start the race.
Yeah.
Because they always drive into and hit the pace car every time just to scare the crap out of them.
I got yelled at when I was in high school because they did this program called the Pace Car program, where they wanted all of the high school students to put stickers on their cars that said Pace Car. So, like, you know, you set the speed. And I was like, guys, it's for racing. I set the pace. This is a terrible idea. They didn't like that.
Yeah, not really a smart idea to have high school kids use a pace car. Because usually when the pace car pulls off, everyone else behind them can go back racing.
Yeah. I don't think that lasted more than 1 year.
Yeah, understandably so. So Shelton Amberg, the front row. Jeremy says, "What job? I have ADHD. I want it."
See, if you didn't have ADHD, you would have been paying closer attention.
Pace car pulls off the field into the restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. 25 laps remaining here at Atlanta.
Oh, looks like Scott was really trying to push Amberg on that start.
Yeah, he was trying to say, because he knew that outside line does not launch very well. And now out front,
it didn't.
Chris Darling all over Shelton's back bumper.
Yeah, really.
Jeremy Knut says, "Hey, leave me alone. I'm cooking for the wife." Oh, trouble. Robert tripped down to the inside wall.
Looks like it's going to stay green because they were towards the end.
It is. Let's take one more look at that one. It's Tripp grabbed the inside wall. Looked like he, maybe Scott Leonard. Oh, it started a little bit further up. Let's take a look here. Robert Tripp, kind of minding his own business. He's right there. The 67 got into the back of the 19, and then the 35 just got loose trying to avoid him. Caught the inside wall. Let's take one more look at what happened to the 19. So 19 goes down the block. Already a little squirrely, and didn't even touch the 67. He just got real loose.
Same for the 35.
Cold tires and everything. As we're back to live action. Shelton still in front of Darling. He's got the 18 of Hedgecock just behind him. Laps to go.
We have a gaggle of five, and then the rest.
Pretty much. There's Philip Scott, the back of this train. Next train led by Tim Branson. Caboose of Nick Simpson. Then Mitchell Adams leading another train. And I think at this point it's all going to be who can link up and who can push better. But this third group, not exactly gaining time at the moment. But as we say it, if this front pack here stays side by side like this, the second pack is definitely going to catch them. They've basically cut them out.
Don't forget, if you guys like what you are seeing, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to chat live during the races, feel free. It's always a good time in here.
That is for sure. And if you enjoy our commentary, the Tabletop Trio podcast is set to be starting back up again soon. TM.
Renovations are never the timetable they say it is. Ever.
So if you like the witty banter we have doing this, just imagine this uncensored. So the groups of 5-5 and everyone else have turned into Group 1 and Group 2. Jeremy Canute says, Robert Tripp, the executive vice president of Wrong Place, Wrong Time Racing.
Ooh. Oh!
And as we say that, huge wreck. Tim Branson, Philip Scott involved.
Oh, no!
Let's take a look what happened. Oh. Hard lick there.
It gets worse.
Oh.
That's why it got worse.
Just some bad luck. Let's take a look to see what happened there. Coming through the tri-oval, and looks like Nick Simpson just got a bad piece of the 99. And then, there's Tim Branson right there, and the 11 just got loose and unfortunately just right hooked the 99.
Oof.
He's able to get rolling again, and then, tough break. A huge wreck for really only a 3-car accident.
Yeah.
Let's get one more look here, this time from the 11 of Nick Simpson. And we'll take a look to see what Nick was seeing in there. Right there, the car just got loose. And some heavy right front damage too on the 11.
Yeah, you can see that steering wheel was straight.
Yeah, not ideal.
Yeah. With that being said, if you look at the top 7, sorry, top 6, because that's all that's left. No, it's still 7.
Yeah, a bunch of guys just down on pit road.
Yeah. Only 2 of them started in the top 10.
Yeah, Mitchell Adams started in 10th. Ryan Shelton started 7th.
That's it.
But everyone else, Chris Darling up 19. And let's put that up on the screen there. I mean, you see there, Ryan Shelton plus 6. Darling 19. Amberg plus 12. Hedgecock plus 21. Barrett plus 15, Leonard plus 12, Hausman plus 21, Mitchell Adams plus 2, Brennan Buchwald down 1. And then out of everyone, look who's in P10 right now. Jamar Dumas.
And not for nothing, his car looks significantly less damaged.
Yeah, it definitely looks a lot more put together.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it.
Currently in P11 in the 42 car. And in chat, Lauren Smith says, Q Levi said, go fast, daddy. And Quentin definitely going fast, currently sitting in P11. Sylvia, first car 1 lap down. So should another yellow come out, Quentin will get his lap back.
Really interested to see how Dumas is going to do here. He got his lap back. He's on the lead lap. You know, we were making jokes. He was so far down in laps damage, but here he is.
Yeah, he's back up, and the car looks pretty good.
I was going to say that front bumper looks actually straight.
This crew's been putting in the work. He's had plenty of time with all the yellows, so...
Yeah.
So the pace car pulls off. Ryan Shelton, Chris Darling, the front row. Green flag is in the air. Shelton has a great start. Darling, another good start as well. He's going to jump down in front of the 14 of Amberg. And now let's see what happens. Side by side a little bit further back around 7th and 8th. Scott Leonard there with Brendan Buchwald in his inside, but looks like about the top 7 drivers all nose to tail. That is until Bryce Hedgecock jumps to the top side trying to get around Ethan Amberg. Not going to have much help. We'll see what Mitchell Adams decides to do. He's going to stay down low. Buchwald jumps to the top. A little bit of contact there between the 39 and the 53. They keep it straight. Nine laps remaining here at Atlanta. Ryan Shelton has the point. Chris Darling behind him. Intensity wrapping up. Now 8 to go. Shelton definitely looking in his mirror more than he is looking out the windshield. Shelton has Chris Darling all over his back bumper. Darling sneaks to the inside, just takes a peek. Shelton holding strong with 7 to go. Hausman looking up top. Not going to have much help. He's got Mitchell Adams there. But if they're going to want to get moving up, they're going to have to start trying something now. There goes Justin Melillo to the top side. Melillo towards the back of the field, so not really in contention for the win, but certainly happy to play disruptor. 6 to go. Shelton got a little bit loose. He saw that. He might have grabbed the apron. Here comes Amberg to the inside. Can't quite get it. Darling shuts the door. Now to turn 4. Buchwald to the top. He's got Melillo just behind him. But that inside line still holding strong. Trying to get the outside line formed up, but they can't. A little bit of chaos just behind them. Joey Barrett and Hedgecock, a little bit of tap there. Barrett slides up the track. Hedgecock to the inside. Jamar Dumas into the wall. Barrett around.
Oh,
and
man.
we'll have another yellow. And whoa! Ooh. Sylvia just barely clipping the 67. And we'll sit for our 7th caution of the evening.
Man, just what I was about to say. Dumas was looking like he was going to make a push.
Yeah, just a little tap from the 18 into the 28. Oh, and that's a hard lick, too. Oh, and the 42 just had nowhere to go. Jeremy in the chat saying, poor Jamar. I think another running for CEO of Wrong Place, Wrong Time Motorsports. So, probably not. Well, yeah, it looks like we will be going to overtime here. Because they're not going to go with a one-lap shootout, so they're going to definitely be two, because they're currently working lap 112 now.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they get the one to go next time by, get the green flag on 114, and then that'd be a natural green-white checkered.
Only iRacing will know.
But let's put it this way, you know, Joe, we were mentioning how, you know, if you just kind of run around and deal with the torture of being however many laps down. Look at Austin Wingard. Austin Wingard, 5 laps down in 12th.
Yeah.
We've had so much chaos here that, you know, Wingard being that many laps down, he's just outside of the top 10.
I mean, look at Bavacqua's been out there racing. He's 13 laps down. He's sitting P16.
Yeah. And I mean, if Joey Barrett and Quentin Sylvia stay in the pits, Wingard just has to complete these pace laps and the green-white checkered. And he should actually wind up passing both Barrett and Sylvia. Which, if that's the case, Austin Wingard, 5 laps down, will finish 10th.
Yeah.
And it looks like, yeah, we're going to have a...
15.
Say again?
Yeah, Bavacqua just moved into 15.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what you get for, you know, even if if you do have that incident, just keep running. You'll pick up spots if they keep wrecking. And it is going to be a natural green-white checkered. So they're going to get the green flag on lap 114. 115 is the official distance, which will be the white flag. And then they'll come around and finish the race.
Crazy.
By the way, tonight's cameras are brought to you by Track Cams 4 Gourmets. You can visit them online, trackcams22.com, or just click the link in the description down below. So,
See if that top line finally gets a push.
we will certainly see. Chris Darling, a great driver on restarts. Green flag is in the air. Let's see what Darling has to do. Amberg, a better start this time, still on the back bumper of Ryan Shelton. Shelton has the jump. Amberg down below. Hedgecock on the back bumper of Amberg. 2 laps remaining. They just got to get along to the white flag. And then the race will be over. Trouble. Everyone running into each other. Green flag still out. White flag in the air. Here comes Hedgecock with Amberg. White flag. The race will end after this one. Side by side through turn 1. Hedgecock to the inside. Amberg outside. Stan Hausman. Chris Darling there. Here comes the 49 of Mitchell Adams as well. Into turn 3. Still anyone's race. They're still side by side. Turn number 4, checkered flag in the air. Who's gonna get it? Coming to the line, another photo finish. Amberg is gonna get the win.
Is this just going to be the season of photo finishes?
I will gladly take one of those. 22 one-thousandths of a second. The top 3 again, all within 1/10 of a second. As Ethan Amberg celebrates across the start-finish line. Wow, what a finish. And with all that, looks like Amberg was having some connection issues at the end, too.
Of course.
Because why not? Wow, what a finish.
Jeez. What a crazy race.
And that is where Amberg is going to be driving off to. As we're going to get these drivers over into the interview waiting room. Just an incredible finish.
Yeah, that is wild.
And Joe, I do believe you've caught up with our third place finisher, driver of the number 39 machine, Stan Hausman.
Hey, Stan, congratulations on the podium finish. Moving up 25 positions here tonight. Absolutely crazy race. Just walk us through your shoes, I guess.
I was just trying to keep it clean all night. You know, this car's a little different than the Cup Series cars. You can't really push. So I was just trying to keep the tires under it and just try to give the guys around me room and just take care of the car. And, you know, you could kind of see when people's tires were falling off and things were becoming more of a high risk. And I just tried to get myself out of those situations as best as I could. And there was a couple times where, stuff happened around me and I just, I lucked up and chose the right line to get around it. But I'll take third. I mean, it was a battle of attrition for sure.
Yeah, as you said, there were a lot of restarts, a lot of picking your lines. You think you were making the right calls? Do you think looking back you would have made any changes?
No, I think on that last restart, I didn't get the best go. Starting in 5th. So when all of a sudden the 18 dropped low and I saw Chris there and I jumped up behind him, I thought, all right, Chris is really good at these pack tracks. So I was like, well, worst comes to worst, I'll just, stay behind him and see what happens. And then I don't know what happened with Ryan and Ethan. All of a sudden they slid up in front of us and somehow I was able to find the middle and keep going and keep the momentum. But yeah, I mean, overall, pretty happy with how the night went, and just glad to get out of here with a podium finish.
Absolutely, and with a podium finish here tonight, do you feel like you could ride this momentum for the rest of the season?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, to get kind of through the first couple of races, Michigan was is a big kind of drafting track. It's not really a pack track like here, but then you're able to survive and advance here. So I'll take it, and hopefully it'll turn out to be a good season. These cars are definitely different compared to the cup cars that I run. So they'll just got to figure those out or figure it out on the other ones.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we let you go, I'm sure you got some shout outs for us.
Oh yeah, shout out to you guys, Tabletop Trio, for covering the race tonight. Congratulations to Ethan for the win. Glad he was able to get it. Big thanks to Highline Diecast and HighlineDiecast.com. If you're looking for a NASCAR diecast, those are your guys to get it from. And BeerStreetJournal.com. My buddy Reed Ramsey runs that and lives the life of drinking beer all over the United States, and you can live vicariously through him. So if you haven't checked it out, go to BeerStreetJournal.com.
Amazing. Well, congratulations again, and hopefully we'll be chatting with you next week.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Awesome. That's Stan Hausman, our third place finisher here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And now I am joined by our second place driver. That is driver of the number 18, Bryce Hedgecock. And if Discord wants to actually work for me, that would be phenomenal. But now joining me is driver of the 18 car, Bryce Hedgecock. And, well, Bryce, first of all, congrats on the second place finish. What a crazy, crazy finish. Talk us through that final restart.
Yeah, so I knew being in P4, the bottoms where you want to be, really the only way you could pass someone is kind of rooting them off the bottom. So I was able to get down, and that was good. And then Ethan and the 54 both kind of washed up into the wall, and I saw daylight. I didn't lift. And me and Ethan were talking. It's like when he came down and caught me, it saved all of his momentum, and we were just glued to each other. And I think he had help come a little bit earlier than I did, and that's all it took. But it was crazy. I mean, I was looking at my relative the whole time, and I didn't even watch it. I assume it was neck and neck, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was 0.022 seconds.
Wow.
As
Okay.
the final interval there.
Dang, that's crazy. But yeah, it was good. I appreciate him running me clean. He could have come down and tried dooring me, but it's literally just a drag race at that point, I guess.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. I mean, big drag race there. I believe you actually led the white flag lap coming to the line, but then just craziness there through the second race, or the final lap of the race. And, just kind of take me through the mindset of getting into one of these races. Okay, it's going to be a bit of a meat grinder with it being a super speedway race. There's going to be plenty of big wrecks. Start, stop, start, stop. What's that mindset like, just trying to stay focused as the race kind of, has these, pauses?
Yeah, I mean, I told my teammate Quentin, I just want to be there at the end. Especially this league, there's no stages. It's like you're racing for stage points or anything. Just hang around and don't get anything. I got into a little bit of a brush up when I've lifted for a wreck and kind of got run over, but outside of that, just survive, keep the car clean, and then it turned out like that. I was in the top 5 at the end. That's really all you can ask for in these things. And then it's a lottery at that point, and I guess I didn't land on the right color, but it is what it is. I had a shot at the end. That's all you can really ask for in these types of races.
That's for sure. And before I let you go, I'm sure you have some shout outs, so let's hear them.
Yeah, shout out the guys who run this league. I really enjoyed it. We actually do the Cup Series on Thursday nights and decided to come over and give this a try. Shout out Ethan for racing me clean. Quentin for being a good teammate and talking me through stuff. And we both try to keep each other calm. Shout out anyone from Intentional Wreck Podcast listening to this. All of our buddies over there. And thanks to you guys. I'll make sure to go watch this back. I'm sure you guys do a great job. I always enjoy the broadcast.
Awesome. Well, Bryce, congrats on the second place finish, and hopefully we'll be chatting with you next week after North Wilkesboro.
All right, sounds good. Thanks. Have a good one, guys.
All right, that's Bryce Hedgecock, our second place finisher here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And Joe, I believe you've made it down to Victory Lane to chat with tonight's winner of the AEW 170, Ethan Amberg.
Hey, then congratulations on the huge win, full of chaos. how did you manage to kind of avoid?
Oh man, that was just a messy one. It was far from a clean race by me. I caused a wreck earlier in the race that I think took the 400 out. So I apologize for that. Just bad bump in the tri-oval. But after that, it was just mainly keeping the car clean, just trying to keep it pinned in a line where the car felt comfortable and where I was confident in who was behind me and who was in front of me. It got a little bit messy there at the end. I'm actually really surprised I didn't lose all my momentum bouncing off the 54 in the wall after we got into it a little bit. But all in the end, there, it was a fun run to the checkered. Stan got to me and gave me a good push into three. Got a little squirrely, but it's what we needed to end up getting the win. So we'll take it, move on to next week, and see what happens.
Absolutely. And with how many cautions we had out there tonight, it was 7, 8. I'm not really sure. Did you find any trouble kind of getting the restarts? You saw the top line was really having some issues all night on those restarts.
Yeah, if the leader chose the bottom and got a good jump, the outside line just fizzled away. Not everybody in the bottom could stay bumper to bumper, so some gaps would fill up and people would start filtering down to the bottom. And if you were the first or second car on the top and you didn't get to the bottom by the backstretch, you were losing a couple spots. And a lot of times you just had to accept that and either wait for a chance to get in line or wait for somebody to jump up in front of you or somebody to get behind you. So it was a little bit of a waiting game, but you could recover from it if you were patient and knew when the help was coming and were looking for it. So that ended up happening to me a couple times and kind of just settled in and waited for things to come back around.
Absolutely. And that last couple laps, did you think you were going to be walking home top spot?
Uh, I definitely thought I had a chance at it. I've raced with Ryan and Chris a lot, and I'm pretty familiar with their abilities on those tracks, so I knew it was going to be really, really hard to beat them. The 18 had been fast and aggressive all night, so I knew that he was going to give a good fight too. So I was hoping that I'd have a shot at it. I gave it my all, and we wound up on top. And there was a lot of contact, but it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And before we let you go, I'm sure you got some shout outs for us.
Of course. Thanks for all the guys that got TNR up and running. Got it off the ground. It's been a ton of fun to join this group and really put some hard racing in over the last couple months or so since I've been here. It's been really, really good to race with some new faces and get a big group together like this. We had, 34, 35 cars on track tonight. And yeah, you're going to get some yellows from that, but everybody will learn each other. And I think this is going to be a really, really big fun group. So thanks to everybody who keeps the wheels turning over at TNR and everybody who's sponsoring races this season. Highline Diecast Collectibles, AEW, English Auto, Tech Smart Accounting, New West Contractors, everybody who's helping out put these races on and give us a good time. They're a ton of fun to take part in and hope that continues throughout the season. I appreciate you guys putting on a great show up in the booth too. It's always a blast.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again. And hopefully we'll be chatting with you next week.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Ethan Amberg, our winner tonight here at Atlanta. And now let's take a look here at the final results for tonight's race here at EchoPark Speedway. You know, it would be great if SDK wanted to actually work for me. There we go. Now let's take a look at the final results. Ethan Amberg gets the win over Bryce Hedgecock and Stan Hausman in third. Mitchell Adams comes home in fourth. Looks like Chris Darling wound up getting an issue. It's dropped back to the first car, one lap down. Scott Leonard comes home in fifth after having a couple of incidents there. So top five for the 19 car is pretty dang good. Brandon Buchwald comes home in sixth. Chris Darling, like we mentioned, finishes seventh with Ryan Shelton in eighth. Jamar Dumas comes home ninth, and Quentin Sylvia wraps out a top 10, so a great run for the 42 car. Austin Wingard comes home in 11th, Joey Barrett in 12th, Steve Bivacqua in 13th, Adam Stewart 14th, Nick Simpson 15th, Philip Scott in 16th, Tim Branson 17th, Jason Shu in 18th. In 19th is Justin Melillo, Robert Tripp in 20th, 21st is Matt Allen, Ray Payne in 22nd. 23rd, Adam Boisler with Josiah Vincent in 24th, Corey Hutchinson 25th, William Ratcliffe 26th, Jeff Dillon 27th, Matt Schlosser comes home in 28th, 29th is Ace House, Jeff Price in 30th, Shane Ewing 31st, Martin Plute 32nd, Manazzi Major in 33rd, and Johnny Williams wrapping out our 34-car field for this evening. Wow. What a finish. 2 races in a row with a photo finish at the line. Can we go 3 in a row? You could join us next Monday night, 8:30 Eastern, right here on the Tabletop Trio Podcast Network, where TNR will be visiting North Wilkesboro Speedway. Make sure you join us for that. So, for one final time, I'm Bob.
I'm Joe.
And this has been the Total Nonstop Racing League, AEW's Fight for the Fallen 170 here at EchoPark Speedway. Have a great night.